I've got some very sad looking cauliflower in my fridge that needs using up. I've got plenty of potatoes. I know there is a recipe called aloo gobi which uses cauliflower and potatoes, Indian dish, absolutely yummy scrummy. Never made it before, gonna give it a go, but because I've only got a few sad pieces of cauliflower, I'm gonna be a little bit naughty and kind of adapt the recipe and add a bit of broccoli because I've got it in. So this is aloo gobi, my style, because of what I've got in. Hello there lovely frugal people, I'm Samantha, this is the Trying to Get By and we're making aloo gobi. I saw this recipe about a week, 10 days so ago. It was from the lovely Nisha at Rainbow Plant Life. She does such amazing vegan recipes, lots of traditional Indian dishes, and this one she got taste tested by her parents in comparison to a restaurant bought one, and they absolutely loved it. Now I've gone through her recipe. There are some things in there that I just do not have. One of them is asafoetida. I've heard of it, but it's not something I'm going to keep stocked in my spice drawer. So I've written down a slightly adapted recipe, so it's probably not going to be quite as good as hers, but I'm sure it will be really, really tasty. So let's get on with cooking this lovely dish. So I've got the potatoes, the cauliflower, the broccoli. These are all into bite-sized pieces, nice and small. I'm going to go in with the potatoes first into my new air fryer. Woo! Looks really expensive. Was less than £40 from Costco. Really impressed. We've got a massive, need to take that out actually before I start using it, tray in there that I can actually cook a cake in. So it's one of the reasons I wanted to get it, because it's a lot bigger than the air fryer than we've got. So in there we're going to put all our potatoes to start with. I'm going to give these 5 minutes head start compared to everything else, because we want to try and make sure everything else gets cooked at roughly the same time. So they have gone in. I'm going to give them a little spritz with some oil. I set the air fryer to about 180. There we go. It just started a couple of seconds ago, so let's press start. That's going to make noise in the background now. And over here, let me set you up. We have got a pan on the heat with some oil going quite nicely. I want to get it quite hot. Let's see. No, it's not working. Put you there. That's better. Always never quite sure where to put this. There we go. So that's going fine. What we're going to start off with is some cumin seeds. If you've not got cumin seeds, just use cumin. You won't have to toast it, so just use the powder. You won't have to toast it as long. I'm going to go in there. My oil is hot, so those are now frying away and toasting. So I made sure my oil was nice and warm before I even started. Let's put, there you go, a bit more light. Let's turn that off. There we go, a bit more light, but we don't need the extractor on. So we're going to toast those for a little minute. And then we're going to put our onions in. Now we're going to cook these onions, which I've just diced, for at least 7 to 8 minutes. We want them to go nice and cooked and softened and browned, because that's going to start developing more of that flavour. So that's that. I'm going to keep an eye on it, keep it moving. In about 5 minutes time, that's going to be well on its way, and we're going to then put in our cauliflower and our broccoli. Right, 5 minutes in, broccoli and cauliflower is going to go in next, so dump that on. Again, give another spritz of oil, give everything a bit of a jiggle. That's going to go back in. So we are continuing in for, now I'm going to have a look at it in 10 minutes time and see how it's doing. Back over here, this smells amazing. These are nicely browned and caramelized. We're going to put in some garlic and ginger if you have fresh. Brilliant. I am out of fresh at the moment, so I am going to put in some jarred. So, however, if you like it garlicky, go a bit more. I'm going for 3 teaspoons of garlic, because that should be about the same as 3 cloves, and a teaspoon of ginger, which would be about a small thumb size piece. I've just put the lid from the garlic down somewhere and I don't know where I've put it. Oh well, it'll turn up. Give that a little mix, let those flavours release. And now a little bit of turmeric, which is always good for you. So about half a teaspoon of turmeric. Let me find the right spoon. There we go. Turmeric. Then a bit of black pepper to activate the turmeric. Little pinch of salt as well. Give that another mix. There we go. Now we're going to turn the heat right down. So the heat's gone down, and I'm going to add next some coriander when I find it. There it is, coriander, not too much because Chris does not like it. This is coriander leaf I dried myself, so it's not too potent. Although I have gone in there with a little bit of a stalk, so we'll get that out. Chris has the anti-coriander gene. Next thing is a little pinch of chilli, which again, not too much because Chris is not that good for the chilli either. So just a little pinch, you put more in if you like it hotter. And the next thing would be a tin of tomatoes. Now, I went to have a look in my cupboard. Now I do have lots of tomato products because if you've seen any of my videos, you know I grow loads of tomatoes in my garden, but I don't have any tinned tomatoes, like tinned plum tomatoes. I do have one of my own tomato jars that I made. So this is some of my own home tomatoes that I have cooked down and canned, so I'm just going to pour those in. Just going to squirt a little bit of water in there just to get that. And that's going to help get all those juices, all that lovely stuff off the bottom, all mixed in. And all we're going to do now is just leave this to simmer on that low heat while the rest of our veggies are cooking. So just keep an eye on it, keep an eye on them, and give it a stir when it's needed. This is cooking down beautifully. The air fryer's got about 3 minutes to go. I'm going to now go in with some garam masala, a good teaspoon of that. Then, just to add a little bit of extra richness, a little knob of butter. This is vegan butter, so a little knob of that. I'm just going to melt that down in the pan. And then finally, just for flavour, a little bit of lemon. You could use lime as well if you've got lime. I've got lemon. I've only partially opened it to save. I used this end the other day, so I'm just going to keep that as a little lid to stop it from drying out too much. But I'm going to put a bit of a squeeze of lemon in there. Hopefully no seeds dropped in. Ah! Me and my seeds. There we go. I think that was the only one. Give that a little mix. The butter looks like it's nearly melted. And I'm going to give this a little taste before I put everything in. Chef's privilege. There we go. Oh, that's lovely. Sweet and heat. Oh, that's delicious. That is going to be yummy. I'm just going to wait 2 more minutes for the air fryer to finish, and we are good to go. Air fry stopped. Everything looks toasty. If you think the broccoli looks a little bit over toasty, do not worry about it, because this is one of the most delicious things ever. Air fried broccoli when it goes nice and crispy. I absolutely love it. So we want things nice and crispy so that they can go in here. Only problem is this pan's now too, air fryer thing's too big. Right, in we go. Everything in, yes. All in the pot. Air fryer needs a clean now. Give that a mix. And that is pretty much ready to go. So all I'm going to do now is plate up and we'll have a taste. There we are, all nicely plated up. Looks absolutely gorgeous. You can probably see the steam coming off it. I will now burn my mouth. So let's get a spoonful. Do I dare eat on camera? This is the question with the temperature. Okay, let's go for it. Okay, are you ready? I'm going to blow it again just to make sure because I can still see all this steam coming off. Oh, that's delicious. Like I said before, sweet, heat, curry, tang. If you can hear a beep in the background, I've got my pressure cooker on. I'm just cooking down some veg stock. So I've got veg scraps in the freezer and my bags had got full. So I had the leftover bit of onion and some of the stalks of the broccoli that we were using today. So I just put them in the pressure cooker for about 15-20 minutes just to make some veg stock. So that's a quick aside on that. But that is delicious. Aloo gobi. If you have got some cauliflower, even if it's a bit sad looking, it will work tremendously. And you could boil the potatoes and boil the cauliflower, but that would just make a really mushy dish. Definitely go for air fryer or oven. Roast those cauliflowers and broccolis and all those kinds of vegetables off. It creates such a nice depth of flavour. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. We were just using up bits and bobs that we had in and fitted them into a recipe. So there we go. That's what we do on this channel. If you like things like that, please give us a like, hit subscribe, and I believe there's a notification bell as well somewhere for you to hit so you can get notified when the videos are out. Normally it is a Wednesday and a Sunday, 4:30 British time. So take a look out for those. As I say, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.